Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. This often quoted line is usually attributed to Eleanor Roosevelt, although ironically there's no proof she actually said it. This makes it a fitting introduction to a discussion on gossip, truth, and our tendency to repeat irresistible stories, real or not. Modern psychology has devoted a surprising amount of attention to the study of gossip, and its conclusions are rather more nuanced than one might expect. Far from being merely idle chatter or malicious whispering, gossip turns out to serve a meaningful social function. It helps people bond and creates the kind of informal networks that allow individuals to navigate the complexities of social life. In other words, when people engage in what we dismissively call tittle-tattle, they are often doing something constructive, strengthening connections and quietly laying the foundations of lasting social relationships. And yet, research underscores a vital caveat. While gossip can build social bonds, its malicious form erodes trust and achieves the opposite effect. When gossip sours, it distorts reality, encourages harsh, often unjustified judgments, and breeds suspicion. What starts as a seemingly harmless exchange, "Did you hear what happened with so-and-so?" can swiftly become a narrative with far-reaching consequences, echoing widely and lingering long after the original words. That has always been the case, but recently the scale, the speed, and the stakes have increased. Social media has supercharged gossip, making it far more potent and dangerous. What once occurred in private circles now unfolds publicly, amplified by algorithms favoring outrage and sensationalism. Gossip isn't just local, it fuels widespread conspiracy and can fracture societies. The wave of conspiracy theories proliferating online in recent years, claims about hidden forces manipulating events and viral rumors about public figures spreading faster than corrections, has seeped into mainstream conversation. News of public shootings or assassination attempts quickly sparks theories of false flag operations, or that those arrested are merely patsies. Such narratives start on the fringes, but spread quickly because they tap into a deeply human urge to feel privy to hidden knowledge, to believe we see what others do not. By the time facts emerge, the damage is done, and facts are dismissed as cover-ups. Reputations inevitably suffer, and the harmful consequences outlast the true facts. What all of these examples have in common is not merely their inaccuracy, but their emotional appeal. Gossip, whether ancient or modern, thrives on a particular kind of pleasure, the satisfaction of being in the know, coupled with a subtle reinforcement of one's own worldview. In a polarized environment, that pleasure is intensified. We are far more inclined to believe and to repeat information that confirms what we already think, especially when it casts the other side in a negative light. All this signals a broader societal shift. Modern digitized gossip now powerfully drives polarization. It is no longer just people speaking ill of each other. It has become a process where entire communities build parallel realities, each sustained by its own ecosystem of rumors, of half-truths, and falsehoods. Given these developments, the Torah's treatment of gossip in Parshat Tazria Metzora feels less like an ancient curiosity and more like a strikingly relevant corrective. The Metzora, one afflicted with Torah, a discoloration that appears on skin or clothing or walls, is traditionally seen by Chazal as suffering the consequences of lashon hara, harmful speech. Remarkably, it is not just about the harmful speech producing a physical manifestation, but also the response to the condition. The Metzora is isolated. Bodod yeshev michutz lamachane moishavoi. He must sit alone outside the camp. The social fabric once woven by innocuous gossip is now withdrawn. The result of malicious speech is, quite literally, social isolation. Lashon hara does more than harm its immediate target. It undermines the integrity of the entire community. It distorts reality, it erodes trust, and it creates divisions where cohesion should prevail. In a society built on shared values and mutual responsibility, that kind of corrosion cannot simply be ignored. But the Torah does not merely punish, it educates. The isolation of the Metzora is not an act of rejection, but an opportunity for reflection. Removed from the constant chatter and the endless exchange of words, the Metzora is forced to confront the true power of speech, what it can build and what it can so easily destroy. In our world, we rarely experience that kind of enforced pause, especially in an age of addictive smartphone use. We scroll endlessly through emails, messages, videos, and social media, caught in a relentless information stream. The pressure to respond is immediate, and the urge to share something that is particularly evocative or provocative is ever present. There's always another headline, a salacious rumor, or some kind of inside information demanding attention and ready to be passed along. The medium may have changed, but the core dynamic remains. Words still shape reality. They influence how we see others, interpret events, and position ourselves in society. The only real difference is that the ripple effects are now far greater. Our goal shouldn't be to eliminate social chatter, which is neither possible nor desirable, but to act with more responsibility. The fleeting satisfaction of spreading sensational news is often outweighed by the long-term cost to truth and trust. One should certainly resist being the first to repeat a story. Instead, be the person who ensures accuracy and fairness. This discipline, difficult in a culture favouring speed over nuance, is what the Torah seeks to instill. Millennia before social media and modern polarization, the Torah revealed a simple truth. Speech is not neutral. It leaves a mark and, when misused, can fracture people and communities. Every time we want to share that intriguing, unverified detail, we aren't just making harmless conversation, we are shaping the world we and others live in. That's a responsibility to take seriously.